Hey guys! So today I'm coming at you with my first Top 5 Wednesday video, and the concept is mashups. So I'm going to be talking about my top 5 mashup ideas, and they can be of any type of media, not just books. So yeah, I'm coming at you in my lovely spray painted Les Mis shirt that is completely faded. It had all of their names and it spelled out revolution, and yeah, their names kind of faded, so now you can really just see, the revolution and, 2 letters of their names. But, Les Mis is one of my mashups, so I decided I would wear it to be kind of in the spirit of things. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Number 5 is Captain America the Winter Soldier and Sing Street. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Sing Street, but the premise is essentially that this guy forms a band to get a girl. So I'm thinking that the characters from Captain America the Winter Soldier, so Sam, so Falcon, I'll refer to them with their hero names so you know who I'm talking about in case you're not a diehard Marvel fan. So Falcon, Black Widow, and Captain America all form a band to try and get the Winter Soldier or Bucky. And I just think that would be great. Cap is obviously the one trying to get Bucky. He is the one that is, initiating forming the band. And then he brings on Black Widow and Falcon to, help him with the band. I'm imagining that Black Widow is probably on drums, and Falcon is probably on bass, and then Cap is probably lead guitar and singing. Those 3 forming a band to try and get Bucky / the Winter Soldier to fall in love with Cap is just, it sounds incredible to me. The next one that I have is the Song of Achilles and not Trials of Apollo, but Percy Jackson in general. I picked up Trials of Apollo because I think Will and Nico would absolutely love meeting Achilles and Patroclus, because I don't know, I feel like Nico is probably a little bit of a fanboy just because he was such a Mytho-Magic fanboy, and I have a feeling that Achilles and Patroclus were probably Mytho-Magic cards. So yeah, that's my headcanon. But I also like this because, Achilles could teach, and Patroclus, because Patroclus obviously knows how to fight, unlike this book would suggest. But, I feel like they could, help out, teaching them how to fight and stuff, and just giving them, life advice. And I feel like it would just be a good time. So, yeah. The Song of Achilles and Percy Jackson. It would be great, guys. The next one that I have is the Iliad, set in World War I. So instead of the Iliad being set during the Trojan War, I want it set during World War I. So instead of the Greeks fighting to capture Helen back, the Greeks are just the Americans and the Trojans are the Germans. And it would be really cool to see a story where the Germans are humanized. Because the Trojans are humanized in the Iliad. Hector is completely humanized in the Iliad. He's not just this bad guy who Achilles has to kill in the end. It's actually really sad when he dies. Because, he has a wife and he has a family, and, he's just trying to protect his country. And, yeah, so I think it would be really cool to have a World War I story set where, the Germans are actually humanized, and it's just that they're fighting for their country, just like America is fighting for its country. I don't know. I think that would be really cool. I also think it would be cool to, have the characters of the Iliad in World War I. So, Achilles, Patroclus, Diomedes, Agamemnon. Agamemnon is, just an asshole general who, instead of taking Briseis, Achilles' war prize, he takes, I don't know, his rations or something, because he's just that much of an asshole, and that's why Achilles stops fighting. And I don't know, I think it would be great, and I love World War I. set it in any war, and I will probably love it because I love war stories, actually, and I love the Iliad. So, you got me. The second one that I have is, of course, Les Mis. And I want Les Mis set in modern day. So, I want it to take place in modern day France, obviously, because it's set in France. So why would I change the location? I just think it would be great to, like, well, one, it would be really cool to see, like, a convict's struggle in France, because I don't know that much about how convicts are treated in France now. I don't know if it's like America, where, like, basically if you go to jail, your life is ruined and you can't do anything. Like, you can't get a job. You typically can't get a job, and it's really hard to get, like, housing and stuff like that. I imagine it's probably better in France, but that's just me thinking that Europe has its shit together when I know it doesn't. So it's probably, like, still interesting enough to, like, have that convict story. And the Barricade Boys would be, like, student activists, but instead of planning, like, a revolution of, like, to, like, overthrow the country, they're planning, like, just to help the world. Like, they're trying to find, they're, like, fighting for, like, queer rights, and they're fighting for, like, POC rights, and they're fighting for, like, other kind, like, women's rights, and just, like, the modern, like, social activists. And so, I don't know, I just think it would be cool to set Les Mis in modern day and see how miserable we all are and how it still rings true. So, Les Mis in modern day would probably make us rethink a lot of things. And number one, you knew I was gonna do this. Probably. I don't know if you, but I love all three books and I never shut up about them. So I want a Raven Cycle, All for the Game, and Six of Crows crossover. I'm holding up the King's Men because I lent out the Foxhole Court to somebody. I was like, hey, do you want some gay murder sports? And they were like, gay murder sports? I was like, yeah. And they were like, is the sports the main thing? And I was like, no, the main thing is him running from the mafia. And they were like, cool. So they took it home, and hopefully they like it. If they don't like it, I'm going to be very sad. A Raven Cycle, All for the Game, and Six of Crows crossover would be incredible because, one, the people in All for the Game would have no idea what to do with, like, the magic in both the Raven Cycle and Six of Crows. Like, they just wouldn't know what to do. They would be like, what? Magic is real? And it would be amazing. Honestly, both of them would probably be in awe of the Six of Crows gang, because they would be like, oh my god, you're such good criminals. Because, you know, they're all from, like, broken houses and shit like that. And then the Gangsy would be like, oh my god, your magic is so cool. So it would be a fun time. But anyway, I think this crossover would be amazing. I need this in my life. And that's it. Those are my top 5 mashups. I hope you enjoyed them. Leave me a comment about what your favorite mashups would be, and if you liked any of mine. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.